Are we all? Are you having a lovely Friday? It's Friday. It's that Friday feeling. Amazing. Hopefully, I have much better quality today. I am hoping, anyway. I'm hoping it's going to be wonderful, as I've spent all morning fiddling with it all. So why don't you come in a little closer? Oh, look what we've got today. Balloons! We've got balloons today. Yay, I've missed my balloons. I like balloons. And even how squeaky they are. Hello, Matthias. Hello, Chris. It's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in a little bit closer. You're all still too far away. How's everybody doing? I'm good. I have my monster. Monster in my pineapple. It's fresh out the freezer as well. It got super chilled in the freezer, just the way I like it. I definitely call that the elixir of code, and I've got to do some code stuff today. I'm going to show you what nearly blew my brain from frustration on Wednesday. And I'll show you the little tick box that made it all so very painful. But it's all good. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to do that. Lucian, very nice environment you have there. Thank you. My beautiful new home, very architectural. It's very snazzy. I'm very pleased with it. It's better than my winter wonderland where I'm sat outside in the snowy forest. So Matthias says you had to opt into 1440p. Yes, good. So, and it's crystal clear. Yes, all the work we did this morning then on making this super duper is working then. Yeah. So we did a lot of tweaking, customized all the settings both in YouTube and in OBS. Oh my god, I nearly knocked my pineapple over. You can just, it's behind this lip here, and nearly knocked it over. It would have been tragic. I could just say it's pineapple juice. Anyway, everything has been working. Better balloons than snow. Yeah, I loved my winter wonderland, but it was a bit chilly, and the graveyard was always a bit wet. It was always raining in the graveyard. So I'm very pleased to be indoors for a change. Indoor living. Yeah, it's very comfortable. I still have all my plants with me. Lots of plants. I have my telephone prop over here. Yeah, it's old, but you know, old things can be nice. Shall we have some more balloons? I think we'll have some more balloons. Ugh, that golden hour coming in as well. And yeah, so my lovelies, what are you doing for the weekend? What plans have you got? I am probably going to be working on my bot, Layla's Little Helper. So we did a lot of work with Layla's Little Helper on an integration earlier on in the year or last year. I'll have a look in GitHub and see when it is. But should we have some nice lights as well? There we go. Wowzers, must turn that light down. It's quite bright. Anyway, that's besides the point. So we're working on Layla's Little Helper, and I'm revamping it all. I'm glad you're here, Sainty, because I'm going to do some Blazor. So you can help me with some Blazor if I go really, really badly. So Lucian, am I using a green screen to add me to the scene? I'm actually in this virtual studio. There is a blog post on my virtual rooms. Let me get you a link for it. And you can read all about it. Oh dear, says Sainty, that I'm doing some Blazor. I'm going to do, now I don't know whether we should do Blazor server or WebAssembly. So I'm going to rely on you, Sainty. I'm going to rely on you. Okay, so what am I going? I'll get you the blog post on the studios. So, this is for you, Lucian. So there you go. That is a link that talks to you all about my virtual studios. You can see the different versions there. We'll have to update this with this one now, Silicon Orchid. So it talks to you about like the way we do it, and all the environments. So yeah, you can check it out. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Hello, Sassy. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us again. Matthias says server. Yeah, you see, I'm thinking so. Oh, yeah, I can do shadow puppets. Don't get me started. I like to do bunnies, and then they turn into like chickens. When it gets if I go that way. Ah. Anyway, so I'm prone to going for server because it's closer to MVC. I was like, I'm going to do the button MVC. And Silicon Orchid's like, don't you think you should do it in Blazor? You know, for the people. I'm like, oh, don't make me do Blazor. Oh, because I'm going to have to do OAuth on it. So I am thinking, I just wanted to do like MVC so I could use, you know, authenticated tags and stuff. Brother Philip says, I've just picked up my bags from Twitch and I'm pitching my tent. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Roberto, ciao. How are you? You like my virtual studio? Yes. We debuted it yesterday. It's my brand new one. I'm very, very pleased with it. So it's there we go. It's very nice to have it, and it's good. The naughties called and want their framework back. Oh my goodness, you cheeky sausage! Oh my god! Oh my goodness. Hello Napalm, so nice to see you. Folks, if you are over on Twitch, come on over here. I'm not monitoring that chat. So if you are on over there, come on over. Now I know I did see a message about not getting notified on YouTube, but that's because you just need to go and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and then I put my live streams up and you just go notify me and it will notify you. So you can choose which streams you want to be notified by. And of course it's going to be all of mine, so come on over, it's fine. I can't believe you said that, Sainty, but I do have a rotary dial telephone on my desk, so I can pick up the phone and call you proper style. Napalm, congrats on the new job. Have you started? Are you starting? What's happening? Tell us. It's very exciting. There's been a jailbreak in my house. Be right back, the dog's just escaped. Okay, all I heard was jailbreak. I've got them in the living room, and so yeah, they're not impressed, but it's sunny in there and they can watch outside and things like that. So Napalm, you like my new room? Yeah, it is pretty cool. Silicon Orchid has been very busy, and have I. I've had a lot more input on these studios now because I've been building up my Unity skills. I'm much more confident to go in and help. I refactored a lot of the code for the old rooms, so I'm very familiar with them. We've now got this room. This is the first room we've managed to get into Git, so we can work. You still have to be careful because you can get some concurrency issues, well, conflicts, I should say, when using Git with Unity. But we've got it in there, and I'm really pleased. So I'm able to contribute to it. So we're going to do some stuff adjacent to the room and start working on it. You start on the 1st of the 3rd of the 1st American, 3rd of January you do it. So you get the month of December off. Oh, amazing! A whole of December with your family. That's lovely. Big congrats on that. So, what I did on Wednesday was set up a proof of concept, and I'm going to walk you through that and show you what I've done, and then we're going to use that to build the front end, which is going to be Blazor, I guess, and the web API that's going to talk to this room. And this is how we're going to get the room up and running with interactivity, so that you folks can come in and change the colors. We'll get the hex codes in. At the moment it's just RGB, so we need to bring the hex codes in so you can pick the colors that you want, and then things like visitors, they're all coming back, all of that stuff. And it's all going to go through Patreon. So Patreon patrons will get access to the full gamut of room integrations, and get to have their photo of their choice drop in, and all that sort of interactivity that we had on Twitch we're going to bring through via Patreon. So I need to integrate Patreon auth, which I had a look at. Seems pretty straightforward, so I'm sure I can figure it out. She says, talking about identity, you know me and identity, it's like, but anyway, it's fine. It's all fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's super fine. Breaths. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to show you some code. But, right, who's been telling me about the weekend? No one's told me about their weekend plans yet, have you? I asked you about your weekend plans, and none of you have shared it. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to be doing code and taking my mum to the local farm shop place to get some vegetables tomorrow. That's it. That's what I'm doing. I hope you're doing something more fun. I hope all of my friends in the US have had a lovely Thanksgiving, and that you've eaten yourself silly and now you're binging on leftovers for breakfast. So that's cool. Matthias, identity. Me, myself, and I. Trust me. Napalm says, weekend plans, trying to figure out what in the world to get the wife for Christmas. It's a struggle this year. Oh, you see, I just don't bother getting anything for Silicon Orchid except unless we agree on, like, oh, should we get a new graphics card? You know, a nice 4090, that would be nice. Wouldn't mind one of those. Yeah, just say. But yeah, that's it. We'll do that. So I just want to make sure closed captions, hopefully, can someone test that the closed captions are coming through? I've got all of that set, so I'm hoping that they are coming through, and that's a really nice thing about YouTube. Actually, it's the closed captions coming on. So yeah, I'm really pleased that we can be more accessible, because the ones on Twitch kind of a weird integration and I never got them to work properly. So Mattia says that we're lighting the Christmas tree outside while having some mulled wine. Silicon Orchid is a jobless bum. So can't buy me a 4090 for Christmas. Damn it. I'll have to buy it for myself. It's fine. I'll manage. So yes, my we didn't have a Christmas tree the last 2 years, or last year anyway, because I had one from 2010 and it was falling to pieces, so we sent it to Christmas Tree Heaven, synthetic this one is, and I had a new one arrive, and I put it up yesterday, and it's all super automatic. All the branches fold down, and it's like this amazing auto folding one. So I am going to get the Christmas decorations down from the loft and decorate my tree this year. So I've missed having a tree, and we're going to do it early. I don't normally do it till like a few days before Christmas, but I'm like, I haven't had a tree for 2 years, and I'm going to put it up this weekend before the beginning of December. I have never done that in my life, but hey. Nathan says video cards are for the elite class now. Yeah, they are not cheap. So alrighty, shall we go check out some Unity? I don't know why I'm singing that, but this was full to here, okay, of Monster, and hey, and that was full 15 minutes ago. So I have been like mainlining the Monster. Inside will be week before Christmas, says Matthias, for the inside tree. Yeah, we don't have outside trees. They probably get nicked or stabbed. Who knows? You know, there's a possibility. Alrighty, let us go over to the desktop. Right. This looks like it's coming straight out the top of my head, like some weird tree thing. But anyway, we need to start with Unity. So I'm going to bring up, my glass of cola is blocking the view. So I'm going to bring up Unity, and we are going to do a new project. Now, now the problem with Unity is it's small, but we're not going to be spending much time in Unity, so just go along with it. It's not going to be the biggest font. I'm sorry about that. So, but just chug along with me, okay? If it's a real problem, I'll zoom in on this screen and we'll be all right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same environment that the virtual studio is built in. Oh, and you may think that's 3D. It is, but it's a different type of 3D, which is all the way down here, and it's this one. It is this one. I'm being dumb. So we have 2D, 3D, and then we have 2D with the URP, which is Universal Render Pipeline, and then all of our rooms are built with 3D high definition render pipeline, which gives us volumetric fog and all the bells and whistles. So I'm actually going to choose this one, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to make a cube. So SignalR cube, not cub, cube, and then I'm actually going to stick it in the same place as the demos I built. And let's go. All right, so that will take a few moments, so we'll just let that chug along. More plans. Let's see. I need to just swap my windows around because like I'm looking all the way over for my chat and I don't think I can move it. There we go. That's better. Credit cards, yes, Viking. So a Christmas tree. Oh wait, hang on. Just can't afford a 4090. Okay, I see where we're having a 3 meter tall one. Wowzers, Matthias, that's epic. I want a picture. You have to share pictures. Napalm. We just lectured the contractor doing our remodel that he needs to get the job done so we can decorate for Xmas. Silicon Orca says UK has gone to the dogs so much, even Santa is running a racket now. Yeah, here, I tell you, it's really scary to hear about all the stabbings and things, and there's a lot of gun crime now too, so it's kind of scary, but yeah, everything's just, society's being eroded away, and we're going to end up like freaking cyberpunk before you know it. Alrighty. God, I tell you, when you create a new Unity project, it takes forever. Let's play with the lights. I'm going to cue them up. Red. So I am going to stick a Christmas tree over there somewhere. I think maybe in that corner. It could look quite nice. Just in front of the stairs. I think I'd quite like that. I've got an itchy knee. Gonna put a Christmas tree there, decorate it, and that should be quite nice. I think that would be a good one. It's still chugging away. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Napalm says, what scares me is if we go back to frontier living, I have no portable skills. Want me to build you a website? No. Are you sure? So my portable skills is that I can ride a horse pretty damn well. I know how to look after horses. I have basic veterinary skills, which I guess could transfer to medical skills. Like I can clean wounds, dress wounds. I can remove stitches. I'm pretty sure I could put stitches in. Super glue for the win. Anyway, that's how they did Cookie's knee. Super glued it shut. Job's a good one. So yeah, I can cook. I'm pretty crafty, so crafty. So will Unity sort the fresh pine smell? Stop it, Matthias! I have to buy. Oh my goodness, Unity is spanking my system. Okay, I'm hoping it will catch up. I really do need a much better, like, everything. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see how this goes. This may be... Oh. And that's not the room. That is OBS. Wow. Okay. This is not good. All right, I think we're doing a bit better. I think, hopefully, we'll see. How are we feeling? It's still kind of chug. I think we're catching up now. It's looking a little bit better. Okay. I think we're coming back. All right, I'm just trying to wait for YouTube to tell me that it's all happy again. Is it happy? Is it happy? It's looking happier at my end. Right, I'm waiting for it all to catch up. I I do need a new graphics card. That's what I do need. I'm just waiting to see if it picks up. It's still really poor. I'm going to check hardware monitor. It's not improving. Okay. Right, so we're going to flip over to here. Oh, it is better? Are you happier now? Is it better? Okay. So YouTube is still telling me it's bad. Okay. Are we happier? Hang on. 1 second. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with this. All right, I've had a thumbs up from behind me. So we're still running. I can still be in the room. We're all good. Whew. Phew. That was a tense few moments. All right. So let's continue, huh? All right, good. So I think Unity just took all the resources of my machine. It was like, you wanted to do lots of different things. Yeah. So we eventual consistency, exactly. Alrighty. So in here we have a this scene. I'm just gonna see, you know, I might. YouTube still is not happy with my stream, but it's fine. It will deal. I am gonna just zoom in on this for you. 1 second. Okay, so I have to go that way. Okay, so I think that might help a little bit. It's still going to be teeny tiny, but I'm just resizing. Let's see. Can see looks of despair in full frames per second now. Okay, I'm going to make this even bigger. And then we can put it back after. All right, so it may be a little bit blurry, but at least you can see what's going on. I'll move it that way a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to bring the inspector over this side so you can see that also. All right, we're looking good. I can work on a smaller window just to make sure it's nice and big for you. I'll just leave it as is. It's all just a template, and what we're going to do is make a cube. And let's go and see. Let's go. I'm just checking we're going to make a cube, and that's all we need to do for that. And then I'm going to add down here a new folder, and I'm going to call that materials. God help me when I have to like do some more things. Hopefully that's all sorted. My machine is chugging along. All right, so we're going to go into this folder. You can't see that folder. I've gone too far over the board. Hang on. No, I need to get back that way. Okay. So I'm hoping that's going to be big enough for you. As I say, it's not so important what we're doing in here. But we're going to create a new material. And what we're going to try and do is just change the color of the material. So we're going to go from, let's go from that lovely color. Let's rename that. We'll call that red material. And then I'm going to create another. Oh God, my system. I need more compute. More compute. Yes, we'll see how it goes. Hello, Christopher Stroob. Welcome, welcome. We are going to build a... Oh, come until you're in here because we're still running in here. I'm going to create a mini Unity app, very simple, basic thing, and then we're going to control it from a web app using SignalR. Okay, so that's what we're up to, and but we had some processing errors. I'm hoping that it's still telling me that it's not happy, so I'm just coming in here. It's not happy with my stream health. Apparently there's buffering, but it's okay. I'm not by choice doing some Oracle DB work, so nice to have some company while doing that. Yeah. I'm going to create another material. Let's see. This one I'm going to call green material. Let's be very Christmassy, shall we? And let's go change that. Let's go nice green. There, that'll do. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my cube and I'm going to apply. I need to open this little box. All right, so now I have the cube. The cube is mine. All right, let's make it a nice, decent size. All right, all good. So now we're going to add some C#. So I'm going to create a new folder called scripts. And oh no, I'm going to have to open an IDE. Can you imagine? Oh. We'll see. I may close out the room for this for a little bit. We'll see. You know what? I'm going to be preemptive because when I open out Visual Studio, this is all going to go pear-shaped. Let's go material controller. I can turn on the room in a bit, but I think whilst I'm working on this, it's just going to kill everything. So I'm going to just exit the room and I can open that back up later. Okay. And I did get a SignalR client working in Unity. I found a blog and it was good. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do it all. So the first thing we're gonna do is open up Visual Studio. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to resize my window back to a bit of normality. So we just have a little bit more screen space. That'll do. Okay. So we've got this. I'm going to try and go through this with you so that you can remember, so I can explain what I'm doing, because I have done this. I may have to refer to my code in a bit. So I've created this script, and so I'm gonna remember. I will not remember, but it'll be alright, I think. So this is a script that we're going to apply stuff to. So I need some materials. So I think, not a capital P, public. I think we have a material, and I'm going to call that green material. We've got a nice try Visual Studio AI, but it's going to be a red material. We'll start with that, and I'm going to see. All right, so we want a void color change, and this is going to look at the current material. So we need an object. Okay, so we need public game object, and that's going to be our cube. So we're going to say this is our cube, and then this is what we need to do it. I also want this to be an instance, so I think we go public material controller instance. It's like a singleton, and in here we go instance equals this, I think, is it? I think that's how we do it. We'll see. So that means that it's like a singleton, static, basically, that's available everywhere. And I can go and check all of this. so we've got our color changer. So we want to go and get our material off our instance. Well, let's actually bind this up in Unity next, now that we've got this. Where's my Unity gone? Is that this one? Yeah. All right, so that's going to update Unity with all of the gamey stuff we have. And I'm just going to create a new empty object. And I'm going to name that the same as our controller. So material controller. And on that, I'm just going to drag our script. And you see it's added this component here. I need to make that instance private. No, I need to make that static. So that now won't show in Unity because I don't want that to show in Unity. Now let's go and see. So if I go back to Unity, you can see that's just out. Right, green material then is going to be in our materials thing. I'm going to set the green material and the red material, and then our cube there. So now I've got control of the cube stuff. Save that. That's all kind of wired up. The thing with Unity is you have to wire all those bits up and take it from there. Alrighty. So now we've got that, we're going to do some kind of color switcher. And what we want to do is have a look at the current material, and we're going to give it a, let's see, so the current material is equal to, no, not green material, is our cube dot get material, and oh, I'm going to do this somewhere else. Let me take this out because I'm going to do it just up here as a private. We can get rid of this. Oops. Let's go private. What do we want this to be? Renderer. I think, is that it? We'll try that. Renderer. Renderer. Let's make that, because it's private, I'm going to stick with my C# stuff. So in this, I want to go and get that from our cube. So renderer equals, and we want to get that from our cube though. So we're going to go cube.get component, the renderer. Now the renderer, if we go and look in Unity, just so you know what I'm talking about, material controller on our cube, and you can see that this is it's probably really small, but this says, I never remember how I do that. What's that? Is it the Windows control? You know, the zoom it. What's zoom it controls? Oh, bloody hell, let me go and Google zoom it controls. Windows, it's called zoom it, isn't it? Zoom it, zoom in. Control and M. Windows Control M. Windows Control M. Ugh, for Christ. Isn't there like a better way to do it? I thought there was a zoom it thing. Oh, Windows Plus. Yes, you. Oh, that's so not what I wanted to do. Okay, but it's made everything horrific. Oh my God, that has to go. I can't cope, sorry. Oh, that was so traumatizing. Oh my goodness. Matthias says my daughter has put on Material Girl in her room. Quite fitting. I'm a material. I can't quite remember how it goes, but hey, all right, you still get me singing. Okay, so anyway, I was saying on the cube where materials is under mesh renderer. I know it says mesh, but it is just called renderer in code. So that's what we've gone and got. So we want to get var current material is equal to, so we go renderer, and we want, you may think it's material, but it's not, it's shared material. Oh my God, no, why did you go and do that? Okay, I did not want you to do that. Control 1 says Sainty. Okay, Orchid says, talking about songs encourages Layla to sing. This is a bannable offense. You've been warned, Matthias, you've been warned. I think my monster has hit. Okay. All right, so let's try what Sainty says, +1. What did you say? Control 1. It doesn't work. Why does it not work for me? It never works for me. Okay. All right, so now let's go current material name. So we're going to get the name dot name. Don't talk to me about the lowercasedness of this, okay? It's fine. I'm not like OCD about this at all. Okay, so we're going to have an if statement because I can't be asked to do anything fancy. Current material name is equal to, I don't know, green material dot name. We're going to do something else. We'll set it that. All right, so what we're going to do is set it has to be shared material equal to red material, and then we'll just revert that down here and set that to be green material. Okay, so that should do that. And then we're going to do key press just to test it to make sure it's working. God, I can't remember how to do a key press in Unity. Let's do Unity check if key pressed. Input. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. So let's get rid of that in our update. It's not great to do in the update, but oh, what? Okay, I can do it from memory. If input dot, is it key? I want it key down. Key down. Okay, and let's do it key code alpha 1. So I'll hit the 1. We're going to call the color changer. All right, so that is hopefully wired up. So okay, so all right, so this is it. Now I know I'm doing, you're thinking, hang on, she's talking about SignalR. Why are we doing red and green boxes? Because I am going to control this once I have tested it. I'm going to, rather than doing this input, I am going to control this from my web application using SignalR. Okay, but we needed this here. So we've got this red and green cube, and now I'm going to test it. Okay, wowzers. That is one big cube. Okay, so I'm hoping now if I press 1, yay, I can change the color of my cube with the press of a button. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so that app is now working. Wonderbar. Okay, I need a quick break and then I'll be back and we'll start getting SignalR into Unity. So grab a drink, grab a coffee, whatever you need, and you'll be fine. Okay, I'll be right back. I am back. Okay, so I think now that we've rejigged the studio and it's a bit fancier, I can technically stick it on another box. So I might do that. I've got a Windows machine over there, like a PC laptop. Maybe I could put it on there and then pipe it into the machine here. That could work. I might look into doing that. That might be the answer. So I have the virtual studio on another box and then other stuff on this box. So we'll do that. Yeah, I think that might work. We'll have a look. What do you think? I mean, like, have you got any like super duper overpowering your computer, what to do with it tips? Hopefully you do. But let us go and do some fancy schmancy stuff with SignalR. You ready? I'm ready. I've had lots of monsters, so I'm definitely ready. Let's go. Yay! Okay. So in order to do stuff with SignalR, we probably need something that's going to do some SignalRing. Okay. So I'm going to do Blazor server because that was the request, was it not, Matthias? Sainty might have some things to say about this, but let's go. Alrighty, so we are going to create a new project. Alright, let's go. Blazor server app. Let's see. So we're going to create that. This is going to be, so I'm going to call this is going to be our actual app. So Layla's little helper. So we're going to start working on the actual app. So I'm going to make this, give it a proper file in my repos. And let's make a new folder. Good. I'm glad you said that, Sainty, that this sounds like the right choice. All right, so we're going to stick it in there and we're going to make the Blazor server. We'll have dotnet 7. We'll have configure for HTTPS. And then we'll use top level statements and let's go. I'm all out of monster. Okay, I don't need any more monster. I'm monstered up. I am a monster. All right, let's see. So in here, let's go and what are we doing? I need to add, oh my God. Brain needs to connect. Okay, why does this have razor pages? Oh, because that's what renders. Oh my God. It's going to be like square one for me again because I've not done Blazor for a while. All right, so we need to do builder.services.add SignalR. Okay, now there is some contention here because I got really annoyed yesterday. Cardo, stop talking to me. Because I am using the deprecated libraries for SignalR. And when I switched to the new libraries, it didn't work. So I'm willing to try the new libraries again and take it from there, but we'll see. Oh, okay, so we're going to add a new folder. And with SignalR, you create something called a hub. And in here, we're going to have a new item. It's going to be a class. And I'm going to call this let's call it Studio Hub, because it's going to talk to the studio, this particular one. And we might have more hubs. So I've added the Studio Hub, and this has to implement hub. No, not that. Thank you. And it's like, I don't know what the hell hub is. So let's go and add manage NuGet packages. And now this is where the fun begins. SignalR. So this is the library I like to use. This is the one that works for me. But it's deprecated. So instead, they would like me to use this library, which does not work for me, but I'm going to try it again. Okay, I'm going to be good and I'm going to try it. So let's install it. And I will try not to rage out of this. Rage, pure rage. It's fine. Okay. Let us go. Let us go. Okay, so let's go and see. Are you happy now, Visual Studio? Are you going to bring in? Now that's interesting. Look. It's saying, do you want ASP.NET Core or do you want ASP.NET? Why is it giving me the option if this is the freaking deprecated one? So we're going to go with the new one. I'm just like, what is your problem? Sort yourselves out. It's using the new library, it's using the deprecated library inside it by the looks of it. And it really irks me. And, you know, I just, you know, when you just think, why make it so complicated? Why? There's no need to just screw around with it. It's okay. It's okay. Right, this is where I can't remember what I want to do. I sort of do. Okay, so we're going to go public. Public. I think it's async task. Send message async, and this is where we're going to take let's just take a message. Okay, so in here we're going to call our hub, and I think we can just go hub dot why hub. I'm gonna have to look. Okay, let's go look at the app I built yesterday, but we're using a different library, so it could be the same thing. It's fine, Matthias. I'm breathing. I just quite like raging. Clients is what I want, so I'm just gonna grab this bad boy. Let's go and stick that in. Okay, so all the clients, we're going to send this message to all of you. Okay, I guess I should explain what SignalR is for those of you who've not heard of SignalR. SignalR is this amazing wrapper for WebSockets. It handles all of the stuff you'd have to set up yourself, and it does it all. It's really good. Okay, I love SignalR. I've done a lot with SignalR. It's so much fun to work with. And it's just great for real-time stuff moving around. So I love building with it. You may think maybe I should have used a queuing system like Rabbit. Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to see about maybe using some of the rate limiting that we have from the new .NET rate limiting APIs that came with .NET 7. So I'm going to see if we can figure some of those in for the requests and try that. So I'm thinking we'll have Blazor, and then I'll have a web API called from within Blazor, so I can rate limit that API and how many times it's called. So we played around a lot with that rate limiting yesterday, so I think we can feed that in. SignalR says, speaking of rate limiting, maybe Layla's monster drink is short and needs a restrictor valve. You were the one that said, down it, down it, down it, down it. Take a big slurp of that monster. You're like the instigator. You're the enabler. You're the enabler. All right. So we're going to send all of this. The monsters really hit me hard these last few days. I've not had them for ages. I apologize. So now we have this here. Okay. So the next, I got an itchy nose. So what we need to do is come in and find our index page. And basically I'm going to stick some stuff in here. This is where I'm like, I had to do Blazor. What? All right, we're going to do an input box. I don't know how to do an input box because I can't remember the last time I did front end crap. Sorry. Oh yes, thank goodness it's Friday. Yes, so Christopher says, makes sense. Last time I did SignalR in Unity, I also used the old deprecated version of the hub. Would be awesome if it works with the new. So it does. I did use the new, I think I used the new SignalR stuff. It does have dotnet standard 2.0. So I think that's in there and we can use that. So it should be okay. I will show you the blog post that I used, which was pretty straightforward with the stuff. So I can't remember the person's name, but I'll share it because it really helped. Okay, so input, let's go Blazor server input box, because I can't remember. I don't want to use. So we're going to have a form because I'm going to do some kind of, it's not going to be a full form. I just want an input. I don't want it to be a form. Input. Let's have it as a text box maybe. Okay, let's just grab this because we'll do that and then our code down here. So we got the input, so we got an input. I don't want that. We're gonna I want to get the input from this and then pass it through to my web API. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. So we want just input text, like that. Okay, so why is that hovering? Okay, so this is the new components. Let's go and search this, and then I'm going to grab whatever we put into this and send it off to an API. I'm hoping that should work. So we probably want like a button. Like that. Is it a button now or is it BTN? I don't know. Let's go and have a look. So we're going to go Blazor. I'm so rusty with this now. Here we go. Unless you have something nice that covers this in one of your blogs, Chris. If you don't care about stuff, you can use native HTML and elements and bind. Okay, if I don't care about form stuff, I don't care about form stuff. So let's go. Input. All right, let's see. Let's try this. Input, bind my var. What's your problem? Yes, we're going to sort that. This is going to be SignalR message. I'll just call it message. All right, so down here, I think we can go. Oh God, I'm so rusty. Oh, I'm going to have to look at docs, otherwise I'm going to be spoon-fed by Chris, and he doesn't want to do that. I'm going to copy what Chris wrote and see if I can get some hits on that. Because I just can't remember, you know, it's been so long. Let's go here. So we're going to do an input bind, and then this is what I want. Yeah. So we can go and put. Okay, let's go here. So whatever we get in here, we're going to have that as message. Okay, now that's all happy. Good. And then our button, we're going to have like an on-click event. And let's go and do that. So when we've got that message and you click the button, it's going to take the value of message and send it to our API. So that sounds okay. And it's basic, and we can improve on it when I remember how the hell all of this works, because I just can't remember. I've done a lot of Blazor, but not for like a year. I think it was probably like a year since I've done proper Blazor development, and it just goes out of your head. It like falls through like water through a sieve. It's one of those things. Button bind method. Okay. Let's let's go and have a look. So we're going to have a button. We're going to give it a name. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this whole line of code. I know this is the question, but I'll sort that, but I'm just going to grab, let's say, send message. On click is send message, and then we can have an HTTP client. So I'm going to, I guess, inject HTTP client, like so. Is that right? Is that gonna, hello, any IntelliSense, anything, no? Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. And then we have our method down here. So what are they saying? Okay, so we're gonna have this message. We're gonna go down there. So Napalm says, what we up to now? Sorry, I had to take a phone call. Silicon Orchid says, watching Layla hit peak monster energy rage. Yes, that's about right. It's fine. It's fine. It's freaking fine. All right, so this is now going to send that via our HTTP client. So we need a private HTTP client called client. Oh, do I do that up here? Client, maybe? Is that it? Oh my god, why is my brain not recalling anything? Okay, Blazor inject HTTP client. Okay, let's go. System.threading.tasks. I want it in the code. System.net.http. Is that really it? Is that really what I want? I don't know. Okay, let's go back. Use HTTP client in view. Let's try that. So I just want them to show me. I want it in the inject. Like, not like that. I want it in the view, in the code. Let's go here. I know what I want. I just need the code. That you're not giving me the code in the view. I don't want to do it in a separate one. I want to just do it all in one. In that code block. Let's try this one. Have I looked at this one yet? Oh, really? Really? This was like the only way they got you to do it for ages. Oh, wrong one. Why is this being such a thing? Yeah, you'll have to ban yourself, Silicon Orchid. How do I use? Yowzers. Especially if you're going to suggest I sing Spice Girls. I mean, come on. I know I'm British and everything, but really, Spice Girls. Spice Girls? Please, somebody give me the answer. Go away. ASP Core.net 3.1. What are you having a laugh? Honestly. Right, I'm so close, but no cigar. Oh, for Christ's sake, fine. I dipped out. What are you trying to do? Oh, thank you. I want to inject HTTP client in here, and no one can tell me how to do it anymore. Do you think I should just take this out into a partial code block page, Chris? I just want to send a message. I didn't just send a message. So I want my HTTP client, and I thought you could just like inject HTTP client, and maybe this should be called like client, and then like I have it available, and I could just go like look in my code in GitHub, because it's like inject at HTTP. Oh, it's an at. It's a flicking at. Like that. Is that it? Inject it, colon, and then call it client. So I was nearly there. I just needed that inject. And then I don't need to bind it down here again, do I? I can just go like client dot send async. Oh my god, what is going on? Async. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing, Al Bundy and Chris Brooks, whilst I have an absolute freaking meltdown at Blazor because I can't remember how to do anything. Okay, I'm calm now. Dot send async. Come back into the land of stuff that I know how to do. Okay, so we're going to have some kind of base address. And then we're going to have, what do we need in here? We want the HTTP message. Yeah, we're going to have to do it. You don't need the semicolon. I did wonder about that actually, because I thought if you had it or not have it. Okay, so let's go var address. Let's go var URI is equal to new URI. So I wonder, can we get is there an environment for this so it knows what its own host name is? Do we have HTTP context available? Like HTTP context dot get, I don't know, let's go. I thought you could do that. Am I just, see, I could be thinking like MVC stuff. Blazor get host address. I had to think then what name it was. Navigation manager, that's what I've heard of. Okay, yes. Is that still valid? Because this is like from a while back. Let's go back and see. Yeah, 4 years. Wow, Blazor stuff from 4 years ago. Okay, let's go and put navigation manager and see if that still sounds pretty current. Navigation manager, Blazor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Chris is, there is a bit of a delay, folks. So yeah, Chris is saying navigation manager as well. So let's have a look. So we come down here. So we're going to inject navigation manager. And here there was something that we could use in it that had it. That was pretty, made life simple. So we're going to have navigation. Okay, so then we'll come down here. I'm going to go navigation. So I have got a delay, folks, because I decided that being inclusive and having closed captions was more important to me than being super duper fast. So to get built-in closed captions on my live stream, I need to have that slight delay. So I've chosen accessibility over low latency, because I just think it's important. Let's go base URI. So we're going to go and make this into a nice little thing, and then we're going to have send command. That's what I'm going to call my URL. So we're going to put that URI in here. And then I'm guessing our payload is, so we've got HTTP, we've got the request in there. Ugh. I just need to go and remind myself of C# HTTP client send async Microsoft. I could just go look in some code. I just need some stuff. Oh, that's not Microsoft. Let's go and see if they have the stuff that I want. That's what I needed. Payload. I want to get send async as post. No, do I want it? Yeah. Yeah. We can. Let's go and have a look. Let's just go HTTP client and see. Let's have a look at here. So I want to send from the client internally. We're going to use the HTTP client factory, make an HTTP request. Let's go and see. So we're going to send the message. So I'm guessing we should post it. Send async will do either, I seem to remember. It's like both. Get async, post async. Is it? I don't know. What's the difference? Get async. We're not going to get any response from it. I just want to send it a message. Post. So what have we got here? JSON content. So we're going to make some content. I guess we could do that. That seems okay enough, doesn't it? Oh, thank you, Naku Flavius, for the subscription. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to, I'm just going to do this. Let's just grab this. But we're not going to get a response from it. Let me just see, that wants a request. Let's just get rid of that. Okie dokie. So we need to bring in using system.text. We're going to have string. Oh, why have they got that as a using? Is that? Oh. I'm just not going to complicate things right now. So we've got a new, and we're going to have a message is equal to message. And we need encoding. What's your problem? We're going to go here. Oh, what have I done? What's your problem? Guys, there is no target for new string. New string. Yeah. What do they mean by that? Let's just take that bit out. Maybe that was my problem. Maybe just like, hang on. Oh, okay, wait. Let's get that. Oh, right. Hang on. I'm being dumb. Okay, let's go with that. So there is our JSON content. So that is now a string. That's our JSON string. This just feel like way too much like of a mess for that. So then we want to go var response. We're not going to do anything with this response, but we're going to go client dot post Post just JSON async. Interesting. We'll have a go. Maybe a lot of this is new. So this wants our request URI, which is URI. It wants. Next is going to be HTTP content. So that is going to be our new string. Oh, that's why it didn't work, because it was the new method, string content. And we're going to give it the JSON string. That's why. Okay. Just to clarify what the problem with that was, I changed this from string content to just var. And you know there's new ways that you can go for newing up stuff. Let me just put that back. So when you new up stuff now, you can either go like var x equals new JSON content. Okay, like that. All right. It's going to need something in there, but don't worry about that. Or you can go JSON content dot y equals new. And that was using this second format. And when I changed it just to var, it had a little hissy because it didn't know what type I was newing up. So that's why that didn't work. So just to clarify that. Okay, so now we can post this. We've got our message. We're going to send that over. I'll pluck the message out on the other side, and that's fine. So we can start sending more data, because we're probably going to have like who's this from and all of that jazz coming through. So I think that's okay. I'm now going to go and make this URL. So over to program, and we're going to have, I want to have a minimal API in here. So again, I'm going to go look at my other app and over to program. And I think I don't need to add anything. We're just going to, well, we're going to need that. We're going to need to map our hub. So let's do that down here. And our hub is called, what did I call it? Studio Hub. And let's go that Studio Hub. So that's important when we connect that into our Unity application in a little bit. So that's Studio Hub. We need to bring the using in. All right. So now this is where I had a rage out at the new library, because we don't have this map in SignalR. So I'm going to get rid of this. Let's go using, let's see if I can manually trigger it. We're going to use this one and see, no. So this is why I wanted to use the old library, because it works. And there's a lot to be said for stuff that works. So let me go here. Map hub and see what we can find. See, that's ASP.NET Core, but that's deprecated. Why are there no deprecated signs on here? Applies to that. So if I change this to 7, what's it going to give me? Map hub. Okay, let's go to 7. So SignalR. Lies. Everyone loves broken. Really? You think? I'm not so convinced by that. Hub connection, iHub client, hub of type T, map. Have we got map? Damn it. And this is why I used the old library. Let's see if I can use that ASP core, because it seemed to be part of the new library as well. No. Let's go look at what I had in this other one. So in the one I made earlier, that is using hub endpoint convention builder. Hub endpoint convention builder. All right, let's see if I can install that, shall we? Wrong project. That's the... So if we go over to here and we're going to manage NuGet hub endpoint. See what I get from that. Nothing. Zip. Great. Hub client extensions. Let's have a look at that. Hub. What did we say that one was? Hub endpoint. Hub lifetime. Hello, Chris Jones. How are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I am trying not to lose my marbles with updated .NET 7 libraries when I just want to use the old stuff. Clients. All right, let's try a different tact. Okay, Control all, SignalR map hub .NET 7. All right, let's have a look at that. Let's see, the latest version. Transports, hubs, message pack. Okay, let's go here. No, I do not want to go through that. What about hubs? Add SignalR. Map hub. Okay. What library are you using? It's by Rachel. I'm going to have to ping Rachel about this. So we add it. Map hub. So honestly, it makes my little brain mad. Right, let's go back and see if we can get this going. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And you know what? I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to go back to the old one because it just seems like it's not supported, the stuff I want to do. And I cannot be bothered to fight with this. I will talk to people and ask them what I should use instead. But at the moment, I'm just going to use the deprecated one because it works. You know, sometimes you just want stuff to work. What? A bunch of minions just decorated a Christmas tree. Oh, well, when I finish doing this, we can take a look. Yay! All right, so now if I go over to Studio Hub, I have to go and update this because it's going to be like, wait. Everything is broken. Everything is broken. It's not awesome. It's totally broken. All right, so technically I have that. And now I am going to map a minimal API, and I'm just going to, because I am lazy and this is not the main bump fit at all, I'm going to just go over here and this controller, I'm going to see if we can do it like this. Okay, like this. And I am going to make a minimal API. You know what? I'm going to change this. Even this index, I'm going to be even more. It's not going to be a JSON content. It's just going to be. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to have string content, and I'm just going to give it message. Sit. Boom. Done. Message. Message with a capital M. All right. So that's that. So now I'm just going to go in here, and we're going to map a minimal API. App.map I'm sorry. Post. I'm so sorry. Bear with me. Normal service will not resume. Async. You shouldn't give me a monster and then expect normalcy. Hello, Coded Beard. Nice to see you. Having fun with SignalR updates, I see. It's even more fun with the Azure function out of process changes. Ah, no. No. So irritating. All of this upgrading crap is supposed to help us, not make it far more difficult. All right, so I am hoping that we can get a hold of an iHub context, you know, because I have a death wish. Let's see if I can get this injected, shall we? Yeah, I have slim hopes for this being a minimal API, but I can try. This is going to be a studio hub. And then from body, I'm going to get a message. Okay. What's your prop? Oh, wrong side. No. What do you mean, what? What is going on here? What do you mean it doesn't take two? What? Sorry. Map post. Delegate request does not take. What is going on in my life right now? You know when you just think, hang on, everything is going to crap. Let me go and have a look at this web project where I actually have some posts and stuff, because I'm really confused right now with everything just having a go at me. Alright, let's go and have a look in here. Actually, it's going to be in here. And map post. Async. Look. Flipping well in there. Alright? I'm going to just copy that. And what is... Let's have a look at this. From body message. Okay, I'm going to pop this one in here. And I'm going to update this one with iHub context. This from services is something I hadn't seen before. And I tried it yesterday because there's obviously something I've done wrong. And then I'm going to stick this one in. Oh, look! String. Now I need MVC. Oh, I'm such a dingbat. Ugh. Dingbat. So Napalm, everything's fine at VMware. It's all going well. No issues. Just chugging along. But thank you for asking. Okay, so now we get this coming in. We are going to go and grab like the magic code from here. And what we did is we're going to send the message. And I'm just going to copy this because that is lazy. I'm hoping now that that will send out a message to everything. Yay. Okay. And that should just be hub. So I'm hoping that that will work. Matt Bossino, thank you so much for subscribing. All right, that I'm hoping will be okay. So I'm going to leave that for now. That now should be a functioning app. Actually, I will just stick a thingy there. We've got SignalR. I'm going to run it. Let's run it. Let's see if I can, if the front end bit is wired up. I'm not expecting, like, I'm hoping it's just not going to error. That would be really good. Unhandled exception. Oh, okay. What's there is? There is no registered. Oh, idiot. Layla, you're an idiot on an HTTP client. Okay. Dot services. Okay, there we go. Now it should work. Mark Towler, hello, hello. Okay, so we have a send message. Hello. Send it. Do we hit? Do we hit? Do we hit? No, we don't. Okay. It didn't work. Okay, let me go back. You can't see it. It came up on a different screen. So this all came in, but we didn't get this bit working. I don't think we can stick breakpoints, so maybe we can. Let's go. Okay, so we should have our new URI. Oh, we got double slash. Do you think that might be the issue? Got our hello. I'm just going to fix that because you know things can be contrary. Let's try that again. Everything likes to be contrary when it's concerned with web development. Let's hit that. Okay, so if I continue, we didn't hit this. Interesting. Now this is the problem I had the other day. So I'm going to comment this out and I'm going to just go var t equals message. So I think this is an issue with from services here. I think that the connection doesn't come in, so I may have to go and get it manually. And I'll have a look at that in a minute. We might have to get it manually from the service provider, which is not terrible. Yeah, that one we know is fine. That continue. It's not binding. Interesting. From body string. Oh, look! I'm such a dingbat. Send command. Oh my giddy aunt. Honestly, when you're just saying, ugh. What did the auto captioner call me? Metallica. Wowzers, that could be your new name. Okay. Hello, send message. So it's not coming through here. Send command. URI, send command. Okay, I'm going to wrap this in a try catch to see what the error is. And catch. Oh, I have coffee. Coffee. We like our coffees. Okay, so we have try catch exception x var equals x. Let's just stick a breakpoint there and see what happens. Sugar pure and egg. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello. Okay, let me just stick a breakpoint here. Okay, so it's not erroring there, but it's also not coming in here. No disembody. No. Okay. Alrighty, so that's very funny. Mark Metallica Towler, absolutely. Yes, I'm glad you've uttered a finish shift there. Let me just take out this from body, see if some binding works out on that. I don't need Blazor to play up for me today, thanks. So it would be, let's go. So I'm quite happy that this is all working. Yeah, okay. Let me just put a breakpoint here and get that thing. URI. Let's just check that that is working. I'm going to just put open API in because maybe you just start doubting everything. Like that's a regular occurrence. Program. Let's just drop this in. Are you even hitting them? No, I'm not hitting the map post. I'm going to check if that's working. So I'm going to just put in some stuff here. And just get some basic exploration going on. So I'm going to stick this up here. We're going to go into RCS proj. Okay, we're going to come and put those in here. So if you have just joined, I am trying to get some, like, just hit an endpoint right now. It's always fun, isn't it? We got the Swagger, yeah, Swagger Gen, got those. Okay, so I'm hoping that we can come in here and just head over to Swagger. Okay, so that's expecting a message. Try it out. Hello. So that's working fine. So it's obviously something it's on a query. It's picking it up on the query like that. So let's just see if I stick it in. I'm going to do it from body. Let's get this working right. I'm going to stick that in there just to make sure that that doesn't make it error. We'll get this sorted. So that's fine, that bit, but I wanted Swagger. So it's going to just be a string in the body. Okay, so so it's definitely the way I'm sending this message. Okay. So it's definitely come back in here, wherever that index is. So what does that look like? So that needs to be HTTP content, string content, message. I could say this is a... Alright, let's put this back in. And we're going to pass in JSON string. I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to create... I guess I can do this for later because we'll probably want that one. Let's go and add a folder. I feel like I'm making a real dog's breakfast of this. You know when you just think this shouldn't be this hard. Add a new item. I'm going to call this message. Really? 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 Thanks. Okay. It's now called class. Yes. Okay, so we're going to have public string message body. Okay, so we're going to make this a wait, that's the wrong one. We're going to go in here. And this is going to be a message. Okay, and then if we go here, we're going to go, wait, index, where's index gone? There. So I'm hoping new message body. Let's try that. Let's see. not hopeful. Okay, so our JSON string. Do we need... No, that should be okay. Let's continue. Swagger. Message body dot string. Okay, so that's what I'm sending. Literally, that's what I've sent. I'm going to send it as JSON content and see if that works. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, so we're going to give that JSON. What does that take? Okay, let's take that out. JSON content takes I'm going to take this one out now. Var j is equal to that. And what do you take? You're going to take that. Okay. Can you like give me some more info? Like, you know, some IntelliSense? Yes, my base URI is correct. I've checked that already, but that is a good thing. Let's just have a look for this. Post async, send JSON. Can I just put a model in there? Is that what it wants? Let's just try var m is equal to new message. Is that what it's after? Is it after m? And then you need to give it like the encoding. I know that you need to give it encoding, but let's have a look. New JSON content. Example. New HTTP client. Let's make this bigger. Oh, one character name different. Oh god, that's like my checkbox that I hadn't checked. So we're gonna post serializer. Serialize JSON content, so it wants the post, the serializer options. Okay, so let's I'm going to grab some of this stuff. I'm going to take the serializer options. Okay, let's go here. Start here. So we're going to have serializer options. What is your problem? Oh, okay. You need to be outside. We got our JSON serializer options. Where's me thingy gone? So now when we're going to make JSON content, I'm just going to grab this down here. So we've got JSON serializer, and what is post? Oh, ID, user ID. Okay, so that's our message. And the serializer options. Okay. And then when we go and do post, Now we go and make HTTP content new. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all of this crap. And now in here, we're going to have URI. Okay. And that. We got our JSON content. Okay. All right, let's give it a whirly. Okay, so let's see if that hits, and it doesn't. I'm very confused. I don't understand why that's... Can I see what that's trying to hit? Network. So if I hit that, does it show me? Maybe because it's not returning anything. Well, let's try that. It wants a return? We'll return OK result. Can I do that? New. Return 200. I don't know. What's its prob? Okay. So for those of you who have just joined and are going, what is she doing? I don't know. I am trying to get a Blazor. So I'm in a Blazor server, and all I want is a input box in the front end to make an API call to the back end, and it's not binding, and there's something I'm doing. So that's going to take the message that we put in the front end and then put that up, and that will hit our Unity app once I get that going. So I'm just going to, that's what I'm trying to do. So let's go and see. It's just not working. So we've got our URI, which is definitely the right one, 7096. And then we've got our JSON content, which is hello. Oh, wait. It's not binding because that's not the right JSON content. I need... Idiot. Let's see. Var message is equal to new message. Message body is equal to message. Let's see if that makes a difference. I'm going to just make this equal to string.empty. Just... Alright, so let's see. That doesn't need to be nullable anymore. Okay. Now let's see. That's going to bind hello. So now if I look at our string, our JSON content, that now matches. And it's still not hitting it. I'm very confused by that. Maybe I need to await it. That might be good, Layla. Is that going to work? Let's see. I didn't think that would be the issue. I don't want to get stuck on this. That doesn't feel like something I should be getting stuck on. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so we've got that. That looks fine. Let that go. Nothing. Okay, let's do some giggling. Make post request to internal API Blazor server. I don't know why this is failing so spectacularly. Let's go in here. There we go and do stuff. Hey, Copper Beardy's here. How are you? Nice to see you. Let me get down. I'm just having a real battle trying to make a post request in silly old whatever it is, Blazor. I could try the send request and build the request manually like this and then do it. It just seems, I don't understand why it's not working. If I can't get it to work in a few minutes, I'm just going to switch over and manually call it, and I'll sort out this bit later. We can have another go at this. Let's go see what's happening in here. So we've got that. Wait, send JSON async. I could try send JSON async. So that wants, no, doesn't want it. Oh, you sound like me. I often don't write code when I'm traveling for, like, apart from stuff I'm doing on stage, which is just rehearsed stuff, you know, and I know it, nothing new. Okay. Let's try this. I know it's WebAssembly, but it should be similar. Post as JSON async. Post. Alright, well that kind of looks like what I want. I'm going to try this one next, alright? Let's try that. Index. I'm going to just comment that out. I don't know why this is being such a pain. So, post body, that's our message. It's going to be anonymous. Post as JSON. And we need that to be client. Okay, and then this is going to be our URI. Okay, so let's try that. Put a breakpoint there. And see if that one works. Just gonna make faces at stuff now. Hello. Okay, so that I'm happy with. That's gonna work. It's just not hitting this endpoint. I don't get it. I don't get it. Send command. I've literally hit use that from Swagger and it works. I just don't understand. Alright, let's I want to have a look at this, what this request looks like. This is going to be mental, isn't it? I need to filter it. Oh, I can't remember how to filter traffic. Remove all, edit, rules, tools. God. Where is the filter? Oh, sorry. I can't remember how to do a filter in customize rules, maybe. That's not going to work for me because I'm too dumb. Maybe find. No, that's just going to be a nightmare. Okay. All right, I'll have to just not do it this way because I just don't understand. Why that's not working. That's really weird, isn't it? Let me just put it up so you can all see. So we get a message. It's just some text, and then I want to send that text to here. So maybe if I go message, let's try that one. I'll just try this one, and then I'm going to move on because this is frustrating. And I can like play with this later. Okay, so we know that this is kind of working. It just doesn't get to... Does this one work? So is it because it's not getting a response? Post as JSON, so we've got URI, send command, that's the right thing. We've got our message. And that doesn't look right. But this, let's try that lowercase. That's the last thing I'll try. You know what this stuff's like. Let's go. No, it's just not hitting it at all. Well, I mean it might have. I didn't have a breakpoint. I did. Okay. All right. We're working. Duh. Okay. I can't be bothered to figure out like why I'm so dumb at this, but you know, there we go. So that's now working. Oh my god, that was painful. So it was a combination of just getting the binding to match properly, and then I just saw that lowercase there. Don't you just hate stuff like that? It's really, really frustrating. But anyway, okay, that's now working. Ship it. All right. Now we just need to go in here, and I am going to go here, get rid of that. We're going to send message.message body. I'll just leave that as 200. We'll sort that out later. Okay. So that now should send stuff to SignalR. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll go to Unity. See you in a minute. Look! I have a Christmas tree now. Look at it. I have a Christmas tree. Isn't that amazing? Yay! Thank you, Silicon Orchid. I have a Christmas tree and it makes me so happy. I'm going to decorate my tree this weekend. So, how nice is that? And hopefully it's looking all spangly. We'll come back and look at it at night time. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep it up, and if everything goes to pot, I'll close it again. But we'll try and keep the room up and going. So let's go and do some stuff in Unity. Because bleh. Alrighty, so we've got the code working with a whole load of kerfuffle. Okay, so what we have to do now is whatever that is. Let's go here. Now, because Unity doesn't have a NuGet, we need to manually install this. So what I'm going to do is cd into .NuGet, okay, ls, cd into packages, all right, and then we have NuGet. I'm just going to go back through and see if I have the command. Okay, so this is what we need to do. I'm going to make this. Sorry, mistouched. I don't know how that did it, but I'm here. It's fine. I must have accidentally touched something, but I'm still here. Okay. All right. So we manually go and get the SignalR packages. So I know who was asking. Christopher was asking about this. We manually go and get the NuGet package. And then we install that. Okay, so let me do that. And that's going to bring them all down. Okay, and you're like, ew, Explorer. I want Explorer dot. And this has brought in a whole load of packages, and I've put this in the wrong place. Yeah, so that's brought in packages into there. I totally didn't want to do that, but I put them somewhere else. And then what you have to do is each one of these packages, you have to click into it, grab the 2.0. Yes, Napalm, we're going to have, the whole point of this is, see, using SignalR with Unity. That's the title of the stream, and now I'm getting to it. So the events that are coming from the app are going to come into Unity and make things happen in this room, such as some, cool lighting effects. All right, we're going to have lighting like greens and reds and blues and greens again, and things happening with the Christmas tree. It's all going to happen via SignalR from the web app. Okay, so that's what we're trying to build. I'm building the integration here. Now, we go and get all of those. Now, it takes quite a while to go fish through. So I'm just going to go and cheat from one I made earlier, which is the one from the other day. And I don't know, actually I probably didn't need to open this. I'll leave that open because I'm going to need to look at some of that, because some of this coroutines and thread mapping that one needs to do on Unity makes my head hurt. Okay, so I have the SignalR demo, and we are in the SignalR Cube project. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go up and go into the SignalR Unity one that I made the other day. And if I go into assets, I've got this thing called external DLLs, and I'm literally, let me just make sure I'm in the right place. Over here, I'm going to go into assets, and I'm going to copy those, and then I shall show you them. Copy. So I downloaded all of, so I use that NuGet thing, and that brought in all these folders with DLLs. And then what I did was I manually went through and copied each one. I'm going to zoom in, each relative DLL, and brought it in manually. Okay, everything that SignalR needs. Now, where did I get that, you're asking? I got all of that information from a blog post somewhere. I will find the blog post for you. Let me get the blog post and I shall show you. And it really helped. I'm going to drop that into chat. And in this blog post, I have all of the DLLs that we need. So this is how I learnt to do it. So this is what the folder looks like. You get a folder full of DLLs and you go into each one of those, choose the net standard 2.0, and then you drag all of these ones over. Okay, so that's how you get it in. And then I kind of followed the stuff he had here, but this didn't work because I needed to update the UI. It needs to be on different threads. So this is where we're going to start making it a little bit different. And I am going to copy from the other project a bit. Oh, I finally got like something that I didn't want. Oh my God, what is that? Okay. It froze everything. Oh, escape. Oh my God, I hate that screenshot thing. Some key I pressed magically. Whew, okay. All right. Okay, Napalm says I need to look at Unity, but it's at the back of the bus. I got to refresh Java skills and learn about OpenShift, Kubernetes for the new gig. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's go. I don't really know any of that stuff, like that side of things, because I support developers at VMware, not SREs and DevOps specialists. So that's the thing I don't really know. I know about like OpenShift is Red Hat, isn't it? I think. I'm not really in that area of the business. So we're going to sort of implement our own kind of version of this code. And let me just minimize. Right, this is our current project. So what we need to do is go back into Unity and create a controller. No, wrong thing. This one. Ugh. I pressed the wrong button. Well, that's doing its thing. Look at my Christmas tree at night! Look at it! Look at how beautiful it is! Look at it and be wowed and admired. Look at it. I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. Oh. Okay. I hope you've all admired it suitably. All right, we're going to make a new script. So that was a material controller. Now we're going to have a new C# script, and we're going to call this a message controller, because I can't think of anything better. So in that comes, and I am going to create an object for our message controller, an empty object, just like we did here. In fact, let's make a new folder. Can I make a folder? I'm just going to create an empty here, and I'm going to call this scripts, or yeah, scripts. That'll do. And I'm going to put skips, sips. Oh my God. I'm going to call this controllers. I'm going to stick the material controller in here, and I'm going to add another empty one, and I'm going to call that message controller. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that's in there, and then onto message controller, I'm going to grab that script and make it sit on there. So, okay, I've got that now. Now we're going to come in here and I'm going to start editing the message controller. All right, here's where I'm just going to get some code from the other project. And I'll talk you through it as we go. So we got the SignalR one. I'm just going to scooch it on off over here. So in here, we're going to need some code that's a SignalR connector, and this is going to be the thing that it needs to be a C# object, not a Unity object, so I can create it in here. And this is going to be SignalR connector. And this is now going to handle our connection, which is going to talk to everything else. So I'm just going to come in here. And this is more or less a straight rip-off of the code that we got from that blog post. So in here, we are going to have an init. Let me just copy all of the insides of this. And then I'll talk you through it. So we have, I'd rather not have it just dumped there like that. Can you just like not do it like that? Why? It's already up there. What is its problem? Okay. Is that because system.threading Unity? I do not want that. Okay. So we're going to get a message in, so I need to create this message object. So I've got that in here, and this is going to look very much like the message that we had in the other one. So I'm just going to add it down the bottom here, and I'm actually going to call this message body so it looks like R1 in the other app. Okay, so now in here where it says message, I'm going to call that should be message, comes through. This is going to be message body, and then start connection async is another thing that we have in here. And so I'm going to bring that in, and this is going to start our application, our connection. So we're going to start it, and we're going to hope that our connection just gets connected. So what we're doing here is we are binding, and I've written blog posts on this and done this before. This is how the old MVC chatbot works that I used in Twitch, and this is going to be our route to our other app. So what I need is to close all this down, head over, I think it was 7096, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it's 7096. And then that was Studio Hub that we were going to. That was our URL. And so it's going to now look at that thing. And that could be anywhere on the internet, completely distributed. It doesn't matter. That's sort of kind of central. And now what we need to do, let me go and get the other app, is match some stuff up. So in Layla's little helper, what needs to happen is when we're sending a message, I'm sending it to all, let's call them subscribers. Okay. So every client that is subscribing to a Unity message. So we're going to send out this message, this text, to every client listening for that Unity message. And then here, what I'm saying in this app is saying, hey, connect and listen, subscribe to Unity message, okay? And then if you get a message, go and get it and bind the string, because all we're sending through is the string, the message body. We can send through more, but at the moment I'm just sending the string. And we bind that through, okay? So that's what's happening here. So this is setting up our connection. This is sending and receiving messages. At the moment, it's only receiving. There's no sending here. Now, this is the bit that I'm not so good at, which is why I got help from Silicon Orchid, because this is his wheelhouse. So because this is going to go off onto another thread. We need to do some stuff from another thread. And he has given me some code straight up. I need to go and get my, because I just closed it because I'm an idiot. View, where's my view? View, I want Solution Explorer. Okay, so I'm going to grab this bit of code called Unity main thread dispatcher. And what this does is does a whole load of stuff. It gets stuff that would be on another thread and then brings it back onto the main thread. And that's how it does it. So I'm going to copy all of this and I am going to just copy it straight in. And it's a mono. So we're going to add it in Unity first. So I'm going to go over here. Where's Unity gone? Oh, is that wrong Unity? And we're going to add a new script. And this one is going to be called Unity main thread dispatcher. That's going to create it as a Unity object. We come in here, and you can see we've now got it, and it's got a whole load of Unity stuff. So I'm now just going to, I didn't need to do that because I'm going to overwrite it. Oh, God, Layla. Control A, Command V, or whatever that thing is. Okay, so I've now copied this in. You don't really need to understand this unless you're really going to get into it, but this is quite like commonly found code, just because all UI changes in Unity need to happen on the main thread. And when we were writing this, I was getting an error that said must happen, UI updates must happen on the main thread. So what we need to do is bring all of that async stuff that's been thrown on another thread back onto the main thread. So that is exactly what this is doing. Let's go back and utilize it. So I'm going to close that and go back into our message controller. So this was doing some stuff with text, but we're gonna we can do that too, but just for we don't need to as such. So I'm gonna come into our message controller and we need to bring in our connector, which is the SignalR connector here. So let's start with that. I'm going to underscore it because it's private. We need to bring in, we don't because it's an instance. Now what I mean, I've made the material controller static, so I don't need to bring it in. I can just grab it. It's already bound, it's there. So I can just use material controller because of this line here. So I'm going to actually move that up to the top because that's like the most important thing. So that means we can use it statically if you like. All right, so we're going to have start, and on the start we need to call that connector stuff. Okay, so let's go here. That's not the one we want. So the Kanorka said, this main thread updating UI issue is not unique to Unity. You can get caught out with this on mobile apps. Yes. Oh, hang on. What did you do that for? All right, so we're going to have a void, I think it's async task awake. I think that's what we're doing. Hang on, let me go and have a look. On awake. We're not actually doing anything on awake. We're going to do it on start. And that's just where in the life cycle of your Unity application that you do it. So I'm going to drop this connector. So once you start, you're going to go and get a new instance of our connector. And then you're going to bind a message that we haven't written yet. So when we get a message, you're going to do whatever is in this, okay? And then we go and call the starting thing. All right, so let's go and write our event. I'm going to grab this because this is the code that comes from in there. So we have our event and I've got the message here, and it is going to take a new message, and that's coming from our on message received. Okay, we're expecting a message to come in because that's how we've written it. If I go in here, you can see we are getting a new message. We're going to call that through and pass that in. Okay, so we go back here, and then this all comes from the Unity main thread dispatcher. Now we call instance, as I said, that's like the static version of it, and then we're adding our message, our calling the actual thing that we want to do. So this is going to be private void, and then that, and that is a message. Okay, and there. So now we can go and do stuff, and in here we're going to call our material controller. So let's go and get that, and we're going to call, rather than doing it here, we're going to call this, and whatever this thing is called, material controller. All right, so we're going to need to do some stuff down here as well with this yield none. Actually, I'm going to grab this here now. So this is like a coroutine thing, okay? And I'm not super up on all of this. Where are we? In our message. I'm going to just replace this. Okay, and this is now material controller. All right, and what did I call it? Color changer. And that should be called, I mean, quite frankly, toggle material is a much better name for that, isn't it? So let's go back here. So we got this toggle material. What's wrong with that? Oh, that needs to be public. So I can call it outside of the class. Fine. So that should be happy now. Oh, what have I done wrong? I thought I'd done this wrong. Right. Color. Instant dot this. Static. I haven't got the static on it. That's all. Because it's like static. We're not newing it up. Okay. And then everything that had static on it, then the renderer up here has to be static too. I think that's right. And then our materials. Okay. Now I've done this kind of refactoring on stream before. All right, so that's all happy again. Cool. And this is happy. So this whole different thread thing, I'm not going to get too involved into it. We go and we have to enqueue it, and it has to be an I enumerator. That's what it's expecting. And then we just yield the return, and it's none. But in fact, this is just going to call our thing. We're not doing anything with new message, but we could if we wanted to. Okay, that could be like set to green. And we can totally update that. All right, so this has been a really long-winded way to show you this, but I wanted to go through it so you got to see all of it. Now, before I run this, I'm going to show you what caught us out for an entire afternoon. In old Unity, let's go to build settings. It's going to look a bit teeny tiny. Player settings. I think it's in here. And other settings. I think it's somewhere in here. Set resolution and okay. So on old templates, this little checkbox, which I don't know if you can see. Right, you can't see it. This says run in background. All right, it's unchecked. I need to check that. That's what caused us a whole afternoon of pain. I know that's teeny tiny, but it was that tiny little checkbox that meant our app wasn't running. Okay, so I'm now going to fire up the web app, Layla's little helper. It's so not going to work first time, is it? It's all going to be for nothing. Okay, so we're going to send a message. I'm going to fire up Unity. Unity is running. Hey. Send message. Oh, helps if I take the breakpoints off. Oh, damn it. It didn't work first time. Why would it work? Oh, have I? Wait, let's check I've got everything involved. Oh, I'm kind of sad. You know, it would have been nice just if it worked first time. All right, let's go with our cube. I will attach this to the debugger. So let's have a look. I'm going to stick a breakpoint here. I'm going to stick a... We know that works. We've already tested that. And I'm just going to stick a breakpoint like here. All right, so we can have a look in that. So I'm going to attach to Unity. And I'm going to stick a breakpoint in this, not that one, this one. And I'm going to stick it. 1 second. Sorry, I was having a beverage delivery. That's an entertaining colour. It is orange, not that. That's picking up the room's colour. Okay, right. So I want to put a breakpoint here because I'm wondering if that is working or not. All right, let's start Unity. Let's do that. Get it all running. Okay. So, have we got a hub? We have got a hub. Hey, let's continue. All right, cool. So we have got the connection between the web app and here, because look, I've got the hey message. Now let's step through. So it's a Unity issue now. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this. And see where I've gone wrong. Let's go in here and maybe we'll try again. Okay, so send it. I'm going to get rid of that breakpoint because we know that this is coming through now. So we've got our on message received 10. We're on to our dispatcher. We've got our new message. It has the word hey in it. Ooh, okay. And then it's dying. Okay, so what we need to do now is go and see why it's not going in here. And I do not know. But what a good news is that it's stepping through, and that is good. So let's go into the material controller. And I want to see if we hit here, I guess. Let's try that again. I'm going to take that off because we know it's coming through. And continue. So it's not going in here for some reason. So I'm going to go and look at the code that I made the other day. And see. So hopefully this is exciting because it's actually doing stuff. Blah. Okay, so we have maybe something I've done wrong in here, and I think I see it. We need instance.renderer. I've done it wrong. So what I did was put static up here, and that's not what I should have done, I don't think. I should have done this. So let's get rid of that and that. And now where everything is going wrong, I should put instance, 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 instance. And I think that is it. And that does need to be static. I took it off too many. All right, so now I am hoping that that should work, because what we were doing, we were calling it, but I hadn't set it up properly. So I'm going to attach that to Unity once again. I'm just going to stop and restart Unity. And then I am going to minimize that. I am going to bring up our API. Ready. Okay, so now I'm hoping it's going to work, and it's not. Okay, let's stop this. Let's stop this. Oh, I got a twitchy eye. Let's go see what else I may have done wrong. Well, that all looks fine. Did I get instant? Did I get it everywhere? Material. So we have that. Instance. So that's no longer erroring. Then we have that. Object, get component renderer done. So I think that's okay. I can go and get this. We don't need that now. We don't need the update at all. So we have current. Have I set this wrong? Shared material, name. So that all looks like I've done that correctly. And so this is a public static void. And then in our message controller, let me just save that. Did I save that when I reran it? Let's go and have a look. In here, we go controller.toggle, and that's all fine. Okay, maybe I didn't save. We'll see. This is it, Napalm. Nothing ever works first time. Let's go and see. Let's go back here. I am going to, I guess, wrap this in a try catch. Maybe? Let's see. And see what the message I get back is. Okay. All right, let's attach that. Start this. Being in tech is hard. You feel like tech should be getting easier to build as things progress. It definitely seems like it's getting harder, I have to say. Okay, so what is our exception? Oh, system. Unity main thread could not find the Unity main thread. Have I added it? Oh, you know what? I'm such a dingbat. I'm such a freaking dingbat. This is the problem with Unity. Message controller. Let's see. What? This is the other bit I have. I may not have wired it up. I need to go, and this is where it's going wrong. It doesn't know what thing I'm trying. I can't see past my drinks. All right, let's go and see what I've got up here. One second. Sorry, that was my coffee delivery. I've had my drink delivery, my cold drink, now I've got a coffee delivery. Okay, let's go back. So I've definitely wired it up incorrectly somehow, or not wired it up enough. So we have, it's not got one of the things. We've got a text object, message input, send button, TMP button, SignalR, receive text. We need the Unity main thread dispatcher as an object. That's what we need. Let me do that because it's a mono object. Okay, so let's create empty, and this is the Unity main thread. This caught me out the other day as well. Thread dispatcher. And then we go and drag this guy onto it. And now. That's all I'm going to say. Now. No further commitment. Okay, still not working. What is your problem? What is your problem? Oh, I didn't drag the script on properly. There it is. Okay. Let's try. Again! Oh, I hate you. I hate you, code. I hate you. I hate you with a passion. No. Oh, this has lost its materials. Why has it done that? Okay. So we have to go red, green. We've got that. Okay. Control S. Let's see if this works now. I'm hopeful. Now. Oh, wait, we've got... Oh, hang on. Message. Material. Okay, alright. Everything looks assigned. Yay! I got it working eventually. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of success. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of balloons. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of success. Oh my God, how painful was that? That took a whole day on Wednesday, so you're lucky you got the 2.5 hour version rather than the super duper long version. So now that we've got that working, oh God, everything's going kaput again because Unity's running. Let me stop Unity. Ugh, stream quality crashes. Okay. Let's close some of these instances. So, there we go. Oh my God, I've broken it. I've broken everything. I'm going to close that for now. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah. Okay. It looks like it's coming. It should be all right now. We'll see. Okay. All right, so that is the basis of our application. That was so really painful because I've not done front end for ages. So we had some issues with the old, Blazor. But I think it worked out okay in the end. We're kind of there. So, that's what I'm going to start building with. So the next thing I have to do is start putting OAuth into that app. And that's going to be my task for the weekend. Joy, because I love identity. It's so much fun. Oh, this is my fun face. I want balloons. I allow balloons. There we go. I'm going to make sure there's a button for balloons in the bot. So yeah, we'll have a go at doing that. That was really painful, but I think apart from all this stuff kicking off, I'm going to close all these windows now, and you'll see that hopefully I can put my room back up to good quality. It should be all right. It should be okay. And it will be better quality. But look at my Christmas tree. Look at it. Isn't it excellent? I love it. Oh, and the balloons keep popping on the Christmas tree. I might need some fairy lights, maybe across the back window. What do you think? That could be cool, and we can control those fairy lights. So in the end, we got that Unity app working. I just sort of rehashed the one, but me going through it again and sharing it with you helps a lot because that's cemented my understanding now. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe I should create a video on that, a concise one, not a 2.5 hour long one, because nobody needs that in their life. So yeah, I might do that. So that is my weekend plans. Isn't that joyous? Aren't you jealous that you don't get to do weekend plans like me? Because, you know, that would be ace to do weekend plans of identity. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So they can all get to subscribe to Patreon for more CPUs. Yeah, I set up my Patreon page today. I will get my holoprojector in here too. So yeah, I have a Patreon. That's what this is going to be, the Patreon bot. So you'll get added, you'll get access. That's why I want to use OAuth with Patreon, because that will mean that you get into here with stuff, and yeah, that would be fun. So if you would like to subscribe to Patreon, let me drop the link. Instead of subscriptions on Twitch and stuff, that's what I'm asking if you're interested. So I'll drop the link there. You can come in and find me there, and I'm going to give you lots of interactivity for your support, and that's what we're building, the chatbot. Yeah, so that's that. I guess I'll stop rambling there because it's 5:15 today in the UK, and you're probably all sick and tired of hearing me drone on and like being like, no, I can't get this working. So yeah, we'll get all that done, and that's it. Alrighty. I guess I shall call it quits there. I think we'll have more balloons first though. More balloons. More balloons. Oh, there's balloons in the courtyard as well. I didn't know balloons fell in the courtyard. Yeah, we will need to. I'm going to have a look at streaming off a laptop maybe. I've got 3 laptops, so one of them's got to be good enough to do it, haven't it? I would have thought. We'll see. And so I can pipe the feed through to that, and that can do the mainstream stuff, and then everything else I can do on here, and that seems like it could work. I've got enough capture cards to do that. I think that's all that's needed, so I might try that and see how that goes. Maybe I'll get setting that up over the weekend. But oh good, it's coming around to evening for me to finish, so I really oh, Sociable Steve turning up at the end. Sociable Steve. Oh my goodness, it was quite a stressy sounding thing. Everything broke. Everything was difficult. Couldn't even get an input box to work in Blazor server on just a simple API request. So anyway, it's I'm feeling super motivated at the moment to create content and stream and work on stuff. So I just feel really like happy and content. It's nice. And I've got like moving to YouTube has given me like new enthusiasm, as I think it's like, you know, sometimes a change is as good as a rest, and it just, yeah, it's just given me new enthusiasm. That's all. So yeah, I'm glad that you're coming over to the tubes with me, folks. It's really nice to have you over here. So if you are watching on Twitch, come on over to YouTube and hang out with me here. I'm not I'm not watching the Twitch streams, so if you are chatting on there, I'm not seeing them and engaging in them. So come on over in here. So Steve, tell us what you're up to over the weekend. What are you doing? Any ideas? You gave up on Twitch as well. You went to another platform. I can't remember the name of it. Begins with an H or something, was it? Did you go to that? So it's yeah, I just want to consolidate all of my tech into one place, and all of my content and stuff like that. So yeah, alrighty, I guess we'll call it there. Thank you for powering on through the Unity with me, and yeah, we'll have one more balloons for luck. So Napalm says, in all seriousness, for folks just getting into tech and software, I feel for you. It is a bit of an uphill climb starting from now. Steve said I went to Glimesh for about 2 streams. Oh, and then are you back on, did you go back to Twitch? I've not been on Twitch for a while. Like actually on it, I've streamed it, but I've not been active in the community. Yeah, I was fed up with a lot of Twitch, and I don't know, so yeah, I'm happy to give it a go on here. Silicon Onka says, I've been trying to find a diagram I saw which compares the stuff you needed to know about web dev in the late 90s versus today. Oh yeah, well you can always drop that on the Discord server, and I will catch you later. And Copy Biddy, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope all is well with you, and have a lovely weekend. Really 10 times more boxes of things. I can truly believe it. I can. All right, it's been a blast hanging out with you all, and I will catch you on next Thursday. There's a stream link already. I don't know what we're doing that day yet. I'm sure I'll decide, and yeah, I shall see you about. All right then, my lovelies, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will catch you later. Bye. Oh, should we have the dramatic zoom out? Let's have the dramatic zoom out. Bye. Dramatic zoom out. Okay, have a great weekend, folks. Bye.